Hi everyone. Today let's talk about where to find Etsy keywords. And this does not have to be that hard. It doesn't have to cost a lot. It doesn't have to cost anything. What you need to understand about Etsy and any search engine really is that they will tell you right there what you should be putting in your listings. There are clues, hints, whatever you want to call it, all over the page, the search results page. There are clues everywhere. Let's just go look. Okay, let's just go look because somebody was talking about this in my Facebook group, and they're talking about getting a professional to do your SEO. I was like, don't do that. You don't need to do that. You don't need to pay someone to write a title for your product. You know your product, you know your audience. That's all you need to know. All right, so I have just added some listings in my digital shop they're seamless patterns. So I'm just going to do, there's two that I was going to look at. Let's do the pickle. It's a very long story. Don't even ask why I'm doing pickle seamless patterns, for God's sake. I mean, I don't even eat pickles. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put in pickle. Now, I did say that you could use marmalade for this. That's great because it pulls for more and it will give you ideas. Okay. Basically, you're looking for ideas. And I've got that, and I've got a book, a notebook with a pen, and that's what I'm going to write down. You can do this on digital if you want to do like a spreadsheet, if you're into spreadsheets. Some people are not. You can see right away that pickle, I'm going to do a space here. Pickle seamless patterns is not like a specifically coming up term in the Etsy search bar. Now, I am not saying, I want to be very clear about this. I am not saying that you should only use things that come up in the Etsy search bar because that's ridiculous. That is insane. Okay. No, but this gives you ideas. It's a place to get ideas. That's all it is. Okay. These are recent searches. They're not good searches, quote unquote, good. They're recent searches, but you can assume that for general terms like this, that there's probably a lot more recent searches for pickle gifts than there are for pickle seamless patterns. Okay, because that's not something that's coming up. So let's do pickle S and see what comes up. Nothing. I'm looking for seamless. Okay, there we go. So we're 2 letters deep in now. Okay, pickle seamless designs. See, I would have said pattern, but that's way down here. Now, does that mean that I am only going to use this and not this? Heck no, I'm going to use all of these. So I'm looking for anything that is relevant to what I'm selling. Okay. And this is why you don't need to pay someone to do this. You can do this. It's going to take you 10 minutes. Just go in and do it. So I'm going to take my piece of paper, but I'm not going to, I know this already. I know that these are good terms. I'm going to write down pickle seamless designs, pickle seamless file, and pickle seamless pattern because all three of those are relevant to my listing. I'm not going to write down pickle serving and pickle seeds because those are not. And you only want to do things that are relevant to your listing because you don't want to make the search engine pick you up in something that's not relevant. And I will show you that also. That's another thing we're going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to do pickle seamless designs because that's at the top. And the first thing is to always remember to ignore the ads. Okay, so these, it says most loved, these are favorited. You can look in these. Now, is this a seamless design? This is. So they put it on a mock-up. You can look at these to get ideas about what's selling, but this says most loved. It just is things that have favorites. And, Etsy lies about this stuff anyway, so I wouldn't believe this. But what I'm looking for is to see if my listing is coming up in pickle seamless designs, because that is what Etsy is suggesting in the search bar as the top search, like the top closest to the top of things that would make sense for my listing of those three choices. So you want to be on the first page. And I want to be on the first page. I don't, honestly, I don't really care. The reason that I have this shop is a long story and I'm not going to get into it, but oh, look, okay, here it is. Okay. So this is one of my seamless designs with pickles on it. Now, that's good because it is on the first page and it's pretty close to the top. Let's look at the title that I have for this. Okay, so let's see, elegant pickles, because it has flowers in it. All right, it's elegant. Nowhere in this title do I have pickle seamless designs. I have seamless pattern, and I'm hovering over it. You see the box pop up. That is the title. Somewhere in here, I'm sure in the tags, I have the words designs. I might not have seamless design. I have seamless pattern in the title here. As long as you have the word somewhere in the listing, title, or tags, it will be included in searches for that. All right, so this is coming up. So I'm going to click on this one. Now, I will also mention I'm in an incognito browser, so I'm not signed into my account. Etsy technically does not know that it's me. I'm sure that they would have a way to look, but they don't know that it's me right now. I'm going to scroll down here. First, it says more from this shop. I don't care about that. I want to look at you may also like, because I'm on a quest to find keywords, right? I'm on a mission to find keywords that are relevant to this listing so that I can make sure that the SEO is correct. Now, the first thing is you may also like also includes ads. Okay, we don't want to look at ads. Remember I said just ignore the ads. So this entire row down here is ads, which makes complete sense because it doesn't make any sense as far as pickle seamless designs go. And that's what we were searching for. But I do want to see that Etsy is kind of has put me in the right category. And if this whole row of non-ad items is not what your listing is, then you might have a problem and you might want to redo your SEO because you want to see that you're kind of in the same neighborhood, right? All of these look fine. They're all pickle seamless patterns, except for this one. This is strawberries. Does this have the word pickle in it? Let's look. I don't know. It says fruit. Okay, I don't know if Etsy is looking at that and saying this is fruit. And now they've moved all of the tags around, so I can't really check. But yeah, so there's only that one thing that's a little weird. But other than that, it looks like I've been put in the right category, so that's good. Now I am going to scroll down on here. Every single thing here is a potential keyword. Seamless patterned, NED, patterned paper. I don't think that I have patterned in this listing, so I would write that down, okay? Seamless SVG food. This is not an SVG file. Seamless is also misspelled. This is an interesting thing. When you see a misspelling like that, sometimes Etsy corrects for it and sometimes they don't. So I am actually going to write that down because that's something that I want to check on. Food, I think I do have food in there, but that's a keyword I would write down the word food. Hand drawn, I definitely have hand drawn. Pickle, seamless pattern, seamless pickle, best selling seamless. Best selling, that's an interesting trick, isn't it? That's an SEO trick. I call that a stunt SEO, right? That's stunt SEO. But if people are searching for that, because this is related searches, Etsy is showing us related searches. These are things that other people have searched for that are also related to your listing. And as long as you know that your listing is being related to the right types of things, then you're good with these. If this is all wrong, then you might want to go and redo the listing first to try to be more specific so that it puts it in the right category. But as long as that is okay and you validated that, then just look at all of these to see if any of these terms are things that you have left out. Tomato seamless, this is not a tomato thing, so I would not do that. But anything that makes sense. Whimsical. It is kind of whimsical, I would say. So I might put whimsical in there, but just make a list of all of these words. Go back and put them in your tags where they fit. This is another thing, explore more related searches. So all of these are things that maybe would come up in the suggested searches. I don't know, but it's all places to get ideas. You don't have to be super accurate and like get exact word order matches. Like veggie, I guess, yeah, pickles are vegetables. They're nasty, but okay. Mini fruit, this is not really mini fruit. I don't know. I don't want to get too far off because I don't want it to start showing me with a bunch of strawberries. Okay, because then that's not accurate. So just go down here and take the things that are accurate for what your item is, make a list, and then go back to the design or go back to the listing and add things to the tags. Tags do not need to make sense. I'm going to say this for the 9 millionth time. You can put tags in any order, and Etsy does not work on exact word order match. It just doesn't. It never has. It probably never will. You just have to have the word in the tag somewhere. So for this listing, I could go in and put a tag that said summer pickle seamless or whimsical food. Oh, I could do food whimsical design or food whimsical pickle. It doesn't have to make sense. The words just have to be in the listing somewhere because Etsy hops around in the listing and finds things to combine. Now, if you want to go with the exact word order match in the title, that's a good idea just because it's easier for customers to read. And if the words are there, you might as well put them in an exact word order that makes sense to read because then people don't have to think about it. And that's friction. Anytime a customer stops and says, what did I just read? That's friction and they don't like that. Subconsciously, they will leave and go someplace where they can read the thing. All right, so those are some places to get some keywords, but you also want to check this out. Etsy has started putting little bubbles. Okay, people love clicking on things, and this is basically filtering by keyword because when you click on this, it puts it in the search term. Okay, it's not a filter specifically. Let me see if this has done anything to the filters. This hasn't done anything to the specific, like filters, right? But it is filtering your search by adding watercolor to the search query. It's going to give you different results. So watercolor pickle seamless designs. I don't know. See, I drew these by hand using Procreate. So I probably did put watercolor because there are watercolor effects in there. And it's still there. And actually it's a little closer to the top, isn't it? Look at these things that they have at the top. And are any of those accurate? Are any of those applicable to your listing? Write them down and put them in the listing. Style, write every single one of these down that you might, and I would just write them down anyway, because this is telling you the kinds of things that people are typing into search that Etsy is saying those are style words. It will give you ideas about other designs to make. Obviously, I'm not going to put, well, see, there are flowers in that pickle design there in the background. It's not really a floral design though. So I might put it in there just why not? But I don't know that I would. I definitely would put whimsical because it's just weird. Pickles are weird and I don't know why you would want that, but okay. I guess it's a thing. I mean, there's a lot of pickle designs here. Cartoon, it's definitely a cartoon type drawing. It's a line drawing. So these are all potential keywords that you could use for your listings if it fits. Pickle type. Do people get that specific? Well, guess what? I guess they do because Etsy's giving it to you. See, this is what I'm saying. Etsy and most search engines will tell you on the page what keywords to use. You just have to think about why are they putting this here? Oh, it's because they're trying to get people to the result that they want. They're trying to show people things that they might be interested in clicking on because it narrows down their search or for whatever reason. Just look at all of this stuff. What is design type? Okay, now here's another whole list. I don't think a lot of people, well, maybe they do, but a lot of people don't think of the use. And, we always said, what is it for? It's the who, what, when, where, why. Who is it for? What is it? When would you use it? Where would you use it? These are all apparently keywords that people search for when they're searching for seamless patterns. So you definitely want to pay attention to this and you want to put these in your tags. You don't necessarily need to put them in the titles, put them in the tags, but just start making lists. Just go through Etsy and make lists of every keyword that you see, put them in your listings and then wait. You have to wait until you get a decent amount of traffic so that you can go in and look at the keywords from the listing itself and in the stats on that. Okay, so give it some time because you want to be able to go into the listing manager and click on that little gear icon under the listings and see the stats. And that will show you the search terms that are being used to find that listing. And, it's the kind of thing where you have to give it time in order to get enough stats that Etsy will show you. If you only get one or two visits, sometimes Etsy doesn't show you the keywords, but you can also look at your whole shop stats to see what's bringing you traffic. And if you start getting that information, then you can go from there. Take one of those keywords that it says you were found for, put it in search, and do the whole thing I just did. So just see what bubbles come up. Those are the keywords that Etsy says are being used to find your listings and similar listings. And just make sure you're going in and validating that it's actually a similar listing because sometimes you'll find out that it's showing you for weird stuff. You can figure out why that is and take those keywords out of your listing. And then maybe it'll narrow it down to things that are correct. Like the searches are better because it's actually showing you for the right things. All right, so give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please leave them. I'd be glad to answer it. And I will talk to you later.